Thank you very much for staying with us. As I had earlier indicated, today's topic of discussion is cargo freight movement, especially on the standard gauge railway infrastructure. And to help us understand more about the developments in this area, we're now joined live by Kenya Ports Authority Managing Director Catherine Mturiwairi, who is coming to us live from the coastal city of Mombasa. Good morning, Catherine, and welcome to the show. Perhaps if you may just help us understand how best is KPA ensuring that importers utilize the SGR when it comes to the movement of cargo from Mombasa to other parts of the country?
Good morning, Patrick. KPA is actually at the fulcrum of the transportation of goods from the Port of Mombasa to the ICD. What we have done as a port is we have encouraged our clients to use it by reducing our tariffs. Our shore handling tariff right now for any local cargo going to the inland container depot has been reduced for a 20-foot container from $103 to $80 US, and for a 40-footer from $157 to $120. Likewise, for the transit countries, we have reduced the tariff from 85 to 60 for a 20-footer, and from 125 to 90 for a 40-footer. This is just to encourage the clients, the cargo owners, to use the SGR.
Thank you very much, Catherine. And yes, you're indicating that you might have reduced downwards the tariffs for movement of cargo on the SGR, but concerns are still rising from freighters and warehouses, indicating that that transport cost is not friendly at all. Are we going to see a further reduction of these tariffs, and if yes, when, Catherine?
On the port side, we will continue to monitor the uptake of the SGR. Our sister organization, the Kenya Railways, has also reduced their tariffs. They have an introduction tariff that works together with the KPA tariff. And we believe this should be enough to bring the uptake of cargo to the ICD. And all round, we intend to ensure that we provide an efficient and effective service, because ultimately what the customer wants, what the consumer wants, is to have their cargo delivered at the destination on time and in a cost-effective manner.
When the project, the ICD, was being launched sometime late last year, we had government authorities indicating that it will be taking just 6 hours to have cargo cleared as soon as it touches the ICD. But we've had efficiency challenges there. Perhaps bring us up to speed with some of the challenges that you're encountering and those that are making it quite difficult to have this cargo cleared within that stipulated time.
The cargo that is cleared within 6 hours is cargo that has got all its documentation in place. If you have all your paperwork in order, then you will be able to deliver your cargo within the stipulated 6 hours. And on the part of Kenya Revenue Authority, who do the clearance of cargo, they ensure that they give their green channel clients, these are people who have all their documentation in place, 6 hours. For those who normally have a few issues here and there, that is where it takes a bit of time. But otherwise, as the port, together with Kenya Revenue Authority, together with Kenya Railways, we have set up a call center where we are calling all the customers whose cargo has landed in Nairobi and telling them that your cargo is here, come and collect it. What do you want us to do for you? Do you have any issues with the paperwork? Do you need anything to do with the documentation? Just so that we fast track the movement of cargo out of the ICD.
Thank you, Catherine. We've had complaints also as we wind up from a section of freighters and warehouses indicating that their cargo is being forced all the way to Nairobi, and they cannot understand it. So help us understand, what's the nomination process like if you want your cargo to be delivered at the inland container depot or any other areas that is under the KPA jurisdiction?
What normally happens is the importer is going to decide where they want their cargo to be delivered. And in this case, for cargo to be delivered at the ICD, they have to get what we normally call in industry terms a through bill of lading. And this is done together with the shipping lines and the supplier of the cargo from wherever the cargo is coming from. So the importer here instructs the cargo exporter, and then they in turn instruct the shipping line to deliver their cargo either in Mombasa or at the ICD. And this is where now we talk about a through bill of lading. Now, we do not force anyone to take their cargo via SGR or via road. The choice is theirs, and we have seen a huge uptake of cargo going via rail now.
Thank you, Catherine, and we do understand that this is actually Jubilee government's, one of Jubilee government's pet projects, and I just wonder finally how stakeholders are ensuring that it becomes the transport of choice for freighters and cargo handlers. Catherine.
Patrick, it is amazing what the industry has done. The industry has rallied behind the whole SGR initiative and project. The shipping lines are quite eager to ensure that cargo goes to the ICD. The clearing and forwarding agents as well. The cargo owners themselves have seen the value in taking large volumes of their cargo via the SGR because of the reduction in costs. There are a lot of economies of scale in transporting cargo via rail. And any person who wants to ensure that they minimize costs in transporting their cargo and ultimately to the consumer, they need to use railway lines. What you will find in most countries in Europe, where rail is used a lot, you will find that they go long distances over beyond 500 kilometers. And for us here in Kenya, you find that most of our industries are in Nairobi and beyond our borders. So it only makes sense, therefore, that we transport the heavy volumes via rail. And the industry has rallied around that call.
Thank you very much indeed. That's Catherine Mturuwairi, the Managing Director of the Kenya Ports Authority.